Yeah. Yeah. They say the sun don't shine forever, so as long as we here, then we might as well shine together. Raising red cups full of tequila, celebrating life, being far away from subpoenas. We created another route. Never hesitate to help another brother out who slept on your mother couch. The times we kicked ass and asked questions after, with heavy laughter, one page out of several chapters. That slice of cheese we had to split, to visualizing ourselves whipping AMG kits. Secrets buried in closets, it's all but forgotten. Go to war for each other like Spartans. You know the vibes even when we ain't speaking, cause real friends give you space before you go off the deep end. Dedicated to those that played a part in my life, from the sunniest days to darkest nights.
Welcome back to another episode of the Randy Wilson Podcast. This is episode 85. Glad to be back, and we got a great group with us today. We got the whole crew from the project IllaVers, produced by VeRs, artwork by Chris Visions, and MC none other than Illa Styles. Appreciate you, brothers, for being on the show today for episode 85.
Appreciate you having us.
No doubt, no doubt. Before we get into this conversation, please, guys, drop down, hit the subscribe button, or go hit it wherever you listen to your content. I suggest you go over to YouTube, though, and I definitely want to thank you guys for helping me cross 1,000. Very much appreciated. Man, dope group with us today. And I'm going to get a little bit more familiar with VeRs just because I'm not as familiar, but man, it's got to be a beast. I've already heard some of the project because Illa wouldn't have just, I mean, you're the exclusive producer on this project, if I'm correct. You know what I'm saying?
The whole thing.
Yeah. So, you know, this is nice. I was checking out your Instagram right before the show. You guys did a phenomenal job just in the whole collaboration. Chris is very much known for being, you know, just an all-around dope artist. And Illa, an elite MC, you know what I'm saying? I'm correct when I say originally from Philly, but Richmond groomed. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, you could say that.
I'm not gonna say groomed. I'm not gonna say groomed. You probably groomed in Philly, but spend the last.
I mean, it's a mixture of both. I mean, you become a man in your late teens, early 20 ages, like, you know what I'm saying, certain experiences that you go through or whatever. But yeah, I spent like 16 years in Philly, uptown, you know what I'm saying, West Oak Lane, North Philly, Germantown boy, you heard. Came down to Richmond around my junior year of high school, you know what I'm saying? Chesterfield area. Yeah, shoot.
I busy. Around, B. And got busy because there's a lot of artists in the city that pay their homage and say that Illa was the person who put the battery in their back, you know what I'm saying, and gave them the drive to rip them bars. And so definitely a legend in your own right in this city for sure. And yeah, man, it's just great to have you guys on the show, man. There's so much stuff here that we want to cover with the project, and also just kind of getting familiar with what you all got going on in your individual solo careers. Illa, I see that you done. I'm never surprised with the visuals and the production.
You see Denzel? You see young Denzel out there?
I saw you. We saw you out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you didn't back down to Chris at all when he pulled up with the whip. I mean, it was just like the energy was like, you know.
Nah, I mean, you're gonna have to see how things transpire on that joint. But I'm definitely the one of the villains in the joint, the dude that you love to hate. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm definitely getting my killer cam on in there. So
for sure, you definitely are, man. You definitely are. And I see you rocking the villains. I mean, you always keeping some villains fresh, man. Look, before we get into the project, before we get into it, because we're gonna get there, but I wanna touch on just the villains, the foreign exchange, that whole collaboration. If we can touch on that real quick, man, because it's getting ready to get warm, cold. Mm-hmm. I know that you're getting ready to come with some new merchandise. I see you guys just got some new shoes out. Can you talk to me a little bit about, you know, just like what you guys got going on right now with the merchandise?
Yeah, as far as the merchandise is concerned, we got foreign exchange. That's the flag. villains that flies under the flag, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a Nike to Jordan situation, Adidas to Yeezy situation, you know what I'm saying? We just dropped the sneaker, the FXC1, dropped that joint in the red. We got one coming out in royal blue at the end of the month, actually, you know what I'm saying? And then the third colorway is one that I'm personally designing. It's called the 96 Blizzard. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm a sneakerhead, so for my heads, man, the material on there is official. You know what I'm saying? Like everything that we want in the sneaker, you know what I'm saying? Those little dream packages, you better believe I put some time and effort into that. You know what I'm saying? The 96 Blizzard comes from like, okay, so the company was established at least mentally in 96, you know what I'm saying? Through my brother Chris, my brother Pep, you know what I'm saying? They the CEOs of the Vibe. So what happened in 96? It was a crazy blizzard in 96. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like what? All the way up to like, you know what I mean? Like 18, like, you know what I'm saying? That joint was crazy, right? You coming out the house, it looked like an igloo, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, let's try to incorporate that into the shoe, you know what I'm saying? Like, what would a blizzard look like on your foot? Like, you know what I'm saying? You coming out in the snow, like, you know what I'm saying? How would it look on your foot? So just imagine that, and then times it times 10, because it's even better than what you're thinking of right now. But yeah, in the fall, we got the jogger sets coming out. We got some more varsities coming out. Those were a big hit last year, so we're doing those again for the fall and the spring. Just, you know, continuing to elevate with that. That's all. Just getting in more stores and more opportunities. We was able to be a part of Richmond Fashion Week this year. So, you know what I'm saying? This is our 3rd year in existence. So just continuing to elevate, man.
What color the shoe gonna be? Can you share that?
Man, just picture a blizzard on your foot, B.
Okay.
What color's a blizzard? Look
All
at blizzard palettes.
All right, no problem. Listen,
Yeah.
you know, Randy Wilson's gonna be nosy as hell. Gonna
Oh,
ask
yeah.
all the questions.
Nah, it's
try
gonna
to
be
get
coming
deep.
sooner than you think, pause. You know what I'm saying?
Sounds good, man. Sounds good. For those of you who are not familiar, make sure you go over on Instagram, check out FX Exchange, Foreign Exchange. The link is in the bio. You can find out more about them.
The fxcstore.com, you know what I'm saying, for you logging in. You know what I'm saying? You'll see me sitting on the lap with my little thing, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, you're in the right place.
Yeah, one of the beautiful things, I feel like, how you guys, you know, you bridge the art, the music, the clothing, and the culture. Bottom line, I think you guys are doing a great job at hitting all pieces of it. And you just you know, it's sophisticated hip hop streetwear. You know what I'm saying? I feel like for the grown man, you know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
and for the knucklehead for real as well. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like it's a good hybrid because it reaches a broad group of folks. You know what I'm saying? I got a
For
jumpsuit,
women
a
as well.
sweater,
For women as well.
sweatshirt. I got some things. So yeah, definitely much respect to the brand. Yeah, I don't want to waste no time. I want to get on into it. So what was the strategy? What was the strategy in how you guys came together for this project? Like, where did it start?
Shoot, real talk, it started 2000, 2001 when we first met. We was talking about doing music. Like, we went to the same college, went to Hampton University, the real HU, you know what I mean? And Verse was like one of the nastiest producers around, like definitely the best on campus, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to my man Detta, shout out to my man Eli. He brought me over to him. And I didn't even get to work with him at that time. They worked with him. I think my man Chosen might have worked with him as well. But I was just in awe of just like how he was chopping up samples or whatever. So we remained in contact. And just throughout the years, it's like always, you know, checked on each other, just see what's going on. And it just felt like a perfect time to get together and put together a project. You know what I'm saying? I had matured in my rhymes and subject. His chops was as pristine as ever, you know what I'm saying? Like, and we came together. It's a couple samples that I was listening to, just riding around the jazz and whatnot. I threw him some ideas. He threw me some ideas that he already had. And we kind of freaked the beats to the point where it was giving off a unique sound for both of us. and we just paired it together and put together a mean 9-piece project, man. You know what I'm saying? The whole theme on it is like, so I was looking at the Biggie Netflix documentary, right? Very great documentary if you haven't seen it, you know what I'm saying? And I just got inspired off of Biggie life, just his life story, just a whole lot of things that was going around with Big, you know what I'm saying? So I pitched the idea like, yo, what if we flipped some Biggie joints and, you know what I mean, had like a theme on certain lyrics and base it around and chop it up like that, but do it on like a blaxploitation kind of vibe, you know what I'm saying? Because he's nasty with the 70s chops, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, let's give it a swing on like a, you know, so you can kind of dance to it and I could get my bars off at the same time and just, you know, get people good music. And that's where we landed on it. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that. I think that's one of the things that I think you bring to the stage and to the performance is the showmanship. And I can see how you guys both had that synergy. You know what I'm saying? I can see what you wanted, and he obviously delivered it. Verse, where you originally from?
I'm originally from the DMV area, so I'm from Maryland. But like you said, we met up in Hampton, and I just got to go back and rewind to that because, like you were saying, he always orchestrates and knows how to execute. Like so he's coming in as a younger guy, and I'm, you know what I'm saying, the upperclassman, but their wave when they first came in as freshmen was much bigger than we had as freshmen. Like they were organized. We had no organization. They had their whole squad. Like they took over Ogden Hall, and I had never seen nothing like that ever at that point in time. And I was just like, yo, I got to work with them. They, you know, doing their thing. And ever since that, we always kept in touch. And, you know what I'm saying, this was just like a perfect time. And like over the pandemic, you know what I'm saying, we finally got that time to really link and build together. And this is like the first project. We've done some tracks before here and there, but this is the first full project.
So and it sounds like you saying Illa as a freshman was as particular about his music at that time. Like you recognize something in him different. It sounds like you was an upperclassman.
They were organized. You could tell they was organized. Like we just wanted to rap and make beats. Like they were like business minded and they were organized. Like I could see
opened up for the Hot Boys that year.
Say that again.
You opened up for the Hot Boys, Lil Wayne and them.
We opened up for them Hampton.
Yeah, Hampton in Chesapeake somewhere, some club in Chesapeake.
Right. Like, hold on.
There was a combination of like, okay, so the people, it was myself, my man Detta from North Virginia, G-Li from Richmond. It's a couple dudes from Harlem, dudes from New Jersey, Brooklyn, a dude from Florida, this Jamaican cat, you know what I'm saying? Like, we was like a mini Wu-Tang, but freshman on campus. It was a
Wu-Tang, that's what it felt like.
Yeah. So if anybody knows Hampton, I mean, you know Harkness. It's like the ghetto, it's the hood and shit. You know what I'm saying? So we in there, we having boxing matches, seeing who rank and whatnot in the middle of the aisle and whatnot, in the middle of the walkway and all that. And you know, people start rhyming, and naturally, I had the studio at the time because I brought it in. I kind of heard my roommate. He was like, yo, bro, I need time to study. I'm like, yo, take your ass to the library. We doing music in here, my G. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I naturally got good grades. I didn't have to study, but so much. So we was creating and whatnot. I kind of heard him. You know what I mean? My bad, son. But yeah, man, like we all just clicked together, had a little, you know, a couple meetings behind it and everything. Like we was really, really, really organized and business minded with it. But I was coming from that, from doing that down here with a couple fellas, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Chris, are you originally from Richmond?
I've lived more years in Richmond than I did in my original hometown, but I'm from Lexington, Virginia. So that's actually where Kane went to VMI. That's my hometown. Yeah.
Got you. So did you met Illa in college, or you knew him prior?
Oh no, it's just been tapping in with like Radio B, RVA Rap Elite.
Okay.
I think the first time I met Illa officially was actually at the ICA, the Institute of Contemporary Art.
Got you.
He was performing there, and a few other MCs were too.
Got you. They had all them plants and stuff in there.
Yeah, the shea butter sculptures. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was a fly exhibit too.
So I've kind of heard, I don't know how I heard, but there was kind of maybe I watched something that Illa did somewhere else. I don't know. I heard something about how, talk to me, Illa, about how you got with Chris, There was some. I saw something. I think I've heard this, but I haven't heard it directly.
True.
There was some motivation. There was something that was inspired in regard to why you chose you took the art path you did.
For me, it's always about art. Like I'm a big art collector. I like art, right? So for me, it's art inspires art. So for like my last couple of projects from $250,000 on up, I've linked up with an artist who I was a friend with, who was mutually, a fan of mine as well.
Mm-hmm.
And, presenting them with the package, and let them go crazy on the artistic vibes with it. So it's like, whatever was inspired. I didn't tell them, Chris, too much directions on it. Just let them know, like, okay, this is where we was coming from with the Biggie, with the blaxploitation vibes. And he naturally, like, his art is out of this world. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Crazy. So
it's
dope.
It's
super.
When I put up the bat signal and bruh responded, like, I bowed down, like, honored to work with this man. You know what I'm saying? For real. Like,
it's super dope, Chris. I don't remember the conversation. I put it this way: when people are talking about it, I've been a part or witnessed the conversation of someone talking about the art. And that in itself, to me, is a compliment to the fact that when people are talking about what you do, you know what I'm saying, you're doing something right. Definitely. I think it's dope, man. Like, how did you approach it? Like,
real talk, like even Illa bringing me over and having me listen to it, I guess in the place where he was doing some of the recording. It's a really great album to visualize to. Even his Mind Your Reality album has the same vibes to it too. So I kind of like locked in with it. We played it a couple times in the car. When I got back, he sent me like updated versions. And I always like to create a world for myself, even when I'm working on projects. So I had like some Jackie Brown joints going. I had or Pam Grier joints going. I pulled up the movie that the movie poster actually inspired a lot of the composition. That was Blast. It had Billy D. Williams in it. And then also had like Akira going, and also just doing some digging deep on like what inspirations I pulled visually from that era. And a lot of the samples that were coming through, like the Roy Ayers. Really big fan of that.
Yeah, so I'm looking at the art. Is the female someone particular, or is it just?
I really dodged that. I was looking to get references of Jasmine, who's on the album, and I felt like I didn't get any good photos, and I really didn't want to mess up a likeness. So that actually was inspired from the movie poster, one of the actresses in that piece.
It looks like Biggie in the bottom. Is that Biggie or?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. I wanted his eyes coming through. Like it was the sketch, and it's one of those things where you kind of like let it go, and it has like a different meaning. So I kind of liked how it faded away.
I don't want to assume who that is with the beard. It could be.
That's VeRs.
Gay.
That's VeRs. That's VeRs.
That's VeRs. Okay, my bad, Marvin.
You know that immaculate beard, say, come on, man. Give you some credit.
I picked out the fro a little bit.
I'm hating on all the official beards. I'm hating on all of y'all. I'm still hating on the official beard crew.
That third line was out there, you know what I'm saying, in the bubble format.
Yeah, this is dope. It's nice. It's really nice, man. It's like y'all got Illa looking like a superhero.
Oh yeah.
Like, yo, I don't want to segue too far, but I want to touch on this just because it's relevant in the time. Like I was watching, I gotta be careful with this though. I was watching, I read an article yesterday that Superman's gay now. They got a gay Superman.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, I think he's bisexual. I think they're making him.
Yeah, interesting, man.
They did that with Robin over the summer too. I mean, I'm cool with it being like, inclusive, but at the end of the day, I feel like you should make a new hero instead of like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These are heroes that are already solidified. Why not make a new hero?
Yeah, I was reading something. They basically said that they taking this approach now because almost in every subgroup, there's someone who represents, non-binary, whether they're, homosexual, whatever the case is. And I don't know, man. I guess if we're evolving, the only thing that I think it just makes us as parents have to work harder. I feel like, because when the TV comes on, you got to make a decision on monitoring, managing, and deciding if how you want to explain it. Because if you don't teach your kids the TV is going to introduce them to things first, you know, and that's kind of how I was looking at it.
You know what you gotta do as a parent, just keep your children involved in, you know, extracurricular activities or whatnot. Like my daughter doesn't even watch TV. The most she'll do is pull up like a YouTube or something like that and get her entertainment from there. But you know, I got her in acting class, modeling, all that, like, you know what I mean, cooking. So she don't even be watching that. When we do watch TV, it's probably a horror movie.
Yeah. This could go somewhere though. This picture could go somewhere because I see you already. Well, I saw you in A Quarter to the Mill. You was doing some acting as well, you know, and with some of the visuals. But now I'm thinking like I could see a cartoon coming. Any thoughts on that?
Yeah,
Possible?
I've reached out to an animator.
Yeah.
At least for like, you know, at least for a visual, not a full-on like cartoon. Like me and Chris will have to get together for that and like really plot it out to represent the work the way it needs to be. But yeah, I've talked to an animator just about like a little, you know, a little content piece. So, you know, we'll see how that looks.
Yeah, I told you before. I told you, I think we were talking through text, and I was telling you that I wanted to see a video of you and Nicholas Elf with the Furious Styles. And I think about how Nick talks about being a writer of children's books in one of his previous projects. And so I'm just putting together like Nick with the children's book, you with the cartoon character. Like, what could that creative energy look like? You know what I'm saying? From a visual standpoint, we already seen what the music can do. You know what I'm saying? But again, I'm just putting stuff out there. Maybe I'll run with it. I don't know.
That's an idea. That's like because I know Chris is drawing Nick as well. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Nick. With the merch, with the late bloomers, he's on the back of that and everything. So you know that's
Chris, you did the art for that? That's you?
Yeah, that was actually a fan piece I did of Nick's. He was performing at Strange Matter. So I went up to the table, gave it to him. Then he hit me up about doing it on a hoodie. I was really blessed to be a part of that.
That's dope.
Came out super dope.
That's dope. I didn't know that. That's super dope.
Yeah,
dope.
yeah.
So Illa, man, on this project, I see you went back in your bag because I know you've done previous music with Sean Chappelle before. Talk to me a little bit about the features and how those came together for the project.
All right, so first off, I didn't really want any like overcrowded features or any features that didn't make sense to be on there. So just going down the line with the approach on the Biggie standpoint, I'm like, okay, so Big and Jay had the Brooklyn's Finest joint. You know what I'm saying? I was like, who could I get that Big and Jay moment with? I had to hit up my brother Mike, you know what I'm saying? Michael Millions on the Miles and Coltrane joint, because I feel like the way our textures and our vocals bounce off each other, it's a synergy to that. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to make sure that was highlighted on the project. Plus, he has a certain funk in his voice. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, he definitely uses his voice like an instrument.
To hit like the James Brown, you know what I'm saying? Like, so he has that funk, and I feel like he danced on that pocket the way it needed to be on there. You know what I'm saying? Going down the line with Sean Chappelle, my sis, right? Her vocal texture is like, for me, it's like remnants of SWV Coco. You know what I'm saying? So the whole strategy in putting that together was like, okay, you watching a blaxploitation movie. Most of the time, it got some like pimps and some, you know, ladies of the night, we'll say, in there as well. You know what I'm saying? So I'm taking the approach of, okay, what would a new age situation like that look like? Approaching with the writing, you know what I'm saying? Vocal texture wise, I feel like, you know, she got the Coco tinge, and they sampled that Michael Jackson Human Nature. What is human nature? You know what I'm saying? It's the choice to be a free spirit. You know what I'm saying? It's the marriage of that. So just pairing that, and then, you know, people say my vocal texture can come across on some raspy, like a Nasir or a AZ kind of vibe. So, you know, he has sampled that human nature as well on Ain't Hard to Tell. So just pairing all of those elements together on there, wanted to see how that sounded and worked. And verse, like the way that he flipped the joint is, if you didn't know, if he didn't put the sample in the beginning of it, you wouldn't know that was the flip right there. Like I feel like that's one of the best flips of human nature ever. It kind of gives me, like how you were saying American Gangster offline, it gives me Blueprint 2, the Hovey Baby kind of vibes, you know what I'm saying, the way that it grooves, you know what I'm saying? As far as the last feature, Jasmine Blooms, I'm a big fan of Outkast, you know what I mean, Andre 3000 and Big Boy, you know, who goes understated sometimes. And just the whole Dungeon family, the sound and everything, you know what I'm saying? So I always want to, you know, try to create a Spotty Opa Dopalicious type of moment, you know what I'm saying? So the approach on that is like, okay, just bringing awareness to poetry, natural poetry. Like there's this, that's getting streamed crazy nowadays too, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, the approach on that was to have her highlight it, bring it in, had a whole vibe change, the sample, that Atlantic Star is just so crisp.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Had the moans and the just the natural belling for the chorus, because it's a sensual record, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just let me come in and close it out, you know what I'm saying, with the Ghostface raw raunchy.
Yeah, I'm hearing all the ingredients there. Hearing all the ingredients. Verse again, as I was saying, it might have been take 3. We was getting our stuff situated before, but Illa to me is a very particular artist, and it's not a bad thing. I think that's what contributes to him being unique and special in his own way. He just he's going to do things a certain way.
And that's what he executes.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I was a fan as soon as I became acclimated and familiar with him. And then when he dropped that $250,000, it was like, yo, I think that was like the project of the year in 2019 in Richmond. I think so. I think we did a review of all the tracks that year, and that was definitely like one of the best ones, hands down. And I think again, the way he performed those tracks, though, like you could hear it. See, I'm the type, I'll listen to music in the car, and so like you can hear it, but then you can perform those songs, and when you see those songs live performed, they come to life. Just like you hear them when you ride in the car. It's really no different. And so I've studied him, you know, as a critic from a distance, and just kind of watching how he moves and seeing how he approaches his music. He complimented you in regard to why he wanted to work with you. He spoke about the history going back to the early 2000s. Bring me up to speed, bring us up to speed for those who are becoming, you know, familiar with you as a producer. Like, what have you been doing like throughout your career? Have you been going hard? Like, what's the tempo in regard to how you are approaching your music right now? Because he made you the exclusive producer. A lot of people who's following my show, they're gonna know Illa, you know, but help me understand how and why people need to know you. Talk a little bit about your production, because he made you the exclusive producer. So I look at that in high regard. I'm like, yo, I'm looking at it like, yo, he didn't bring nobody else in on this track. Like, what's good? We need to know what's up with you, bro. Fill me in.
No doubt. Well, like he said, like it goes back to HU, and at the time I was actually an artist. So like the hunger was there, like from an artist standpoint. So I was actually rhyming. So I was putting out my own projects. I had my own camp as well. It was actually another funny thing. Like he was going with the Street Senate at the time, and I was in a group called The Senate at the time. So we always kept in touch, and we was peeping what everybody was doing and stuff like that. Always kept in touch, and then this was just the one that we finally got to. You know, I wasn't tied down with any other projects or any other crews, or like I stopped rhyming myself and just started focusing on production. So it was just like the perfect storm and perfect timing for everything to happen. But I've been working on my own projects. Like this one right here, Sweet 16, was just a beat tape. Actually, some of the beats on IllaVers came off of this beat tape.
Now, so without you in my life, I needed that.
right, exactly. So everything was there for the taking, and Illa's one of the people that, you know what I'm saying, just pays attention. So I had done like a couple of years in a row. In March, I had done what I call March Madness, and just did like 30 days straight of a different beat every day. And so Illa was taking notes like, yo, I want that one, I want that one. And then so it was like we just went back and forth. And like I feel like, you know what I'm saying, as far as artists that I've worked with or dealt with, he's one of the more focused and one that can present a plan. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't have to pick an artist. I didn't have to make a track list, and I didn't have to come with too much. Like we just really fed off of each other. And that's really what was unique about the process. And I got to shout him out. I always respected him as an artist, you know what I'm saying, coming into it. So this was just really the chance to really put both of our best efforts forth. And, you know what I'm saying, I think it was just a match made in heaven for real.
Were you guys in the studio at the same time on this project, or you sending, was it like, and when did this
flying tracks back and forth?
Yeah.
On the next one, hopefully we could get a chance to lock in. But you know, it was during the height of like the COVID vibes.
I was curious, like when did this started during COVID?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Chris, what all other things you got going on right now, man? I just learned some things. I don't know that I realized that you had did the artwork with Nick. So tell me what all else you got going on. I like to move. I'm like, you know, trying to facilitate broadness, this circle. I want to make sure we move it all the way around.
Yeah.
What all you got going on?
Yeah, I just finished up a student residency with a lot of the kids at a nonprofit at R180 here in Richmond.
Yeah.
So we had like 9 kids from Richmond Public Schools get together. They all submitted portfolios. I think some fellows over at Shillelagh and Nah the Nomad, a couple other artists in town, picked who would be part of the program. And then we had an amazing time. We got to go up to the National Museum of African American Culture and History. So we got to just check out a lot of like the musical legends that we revere, like, you know, seeing James Brown, Michael Jackson, Prince, Parliament Funkadelic, like that spaceship they had up there, and even down to Chuck Berry's like Red Cadillac. A lot of them had their first experience getting to witness that and even going on a train up there. So I think for me, that was like just good for my spirit because of everything going on with COVID and stuff like that. It was good to get around like some young, innovative minds and just kind of grow through that experience.
Yeah.
They helped on a mural that we just finished up on Brooke and Marshall of the Sankofa. So we have that out on the street, joining a Ham Glass mural and then also another NAB mural.
Dope. I would imagine you consider yourself a teacher?
I'm moving into that. I think that's kind of a new thing for me. I've explored it in the past before. Yeah. But I mostly do like illustration, sometimes commercial work, and then I work in comics as well.
Okay. Obviously.
Yeah. Hey, a little bit.
What things can we anticipate to see with Chris Visions over the next 6 months?
Resting. I think no, outside of that, real talk, I'm trying to do some more like I think like spiritual projects or things that I can like own for myself or that tap into like talking about my ancestors, history, things like that. I got some graphic novels lined up that I'm weighing out as well. But I think I've kind of like run down that road of doing a lot of commercial work. So like projects like this like felt really special just because it was harkening back to like, I don't know, things from my childhood or like movies I like snuck to watch or just like even some artwork like the poster that I shared that was the inspiration for the piece. Like it allowed me to get into that bag and like pull from a place that felt really genuine. Yeah. So I think that's like kind of where I'm aiming for work when I take that on going forward.
Yeah, I'd love to just vibe with you on some art stuff. I do a lot of art. I got a lot of art in my basement, and yeah, I'm just interested in regard to where you could, you know, what you could create. You know what I'm saying? Maybe around my house, man. So I'd love to talk to you more offline about that.
Yeah. I think art's just a beautiful thing. I think a lot of more people should just like try it for themselves. Like everybody puts their pressure on, oh, is it gonna make money or is it gonna be somewhere? But it's just like kind of transformative. Like I work with a lot of kids who identify as a lot of different things, and it opened my eyes to like art being a vehicle for them to be seen. Mm-hmm. So like even going back to that, the thing you were saying about Superman, like Superman's been done, I forget the exact date, but he was a symbol for like Jewish people trying to get out of World War II and Adolf Hitler for who they were. So like seeing that evolve and like it's also, let's be real, like a white man dominated industry. So like I don't know. I do want new characters that are like individual and that like have new stories and we can invest newly into. But it's nice to see things shaking up and it starts a dialogue and gets us thinking about things differently.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Being an artist, I'll defined art. I think are you from? I don't know if you're familiar with that Instagram page.
Oh, that sounds familiar. Yeah.
Defined art. I purchased a lot of art from her. I buy a lot of art, and there's another guy. She put me on, but go check out Defined Art. They're out of like Suffolk, Chesapeake, that area.
Okay.
There's a lot of portrait art, and she has she's drawn a lot of art of like different celebrities. And
Who's done that magic behind you?
Magic, that is actually like a print, and that's not from her, but that Kobe is though. That Kobe is from Defined Art.
Okay,
and it's
awesome.
it's an original piece. It's only one of them, and I got a lot of pieces like that from her. I got a Pharrell piece. I got Amy Winehouse. I got a bunch of art from her. So I try to endorse her because she's dope. And that's just who I am. Like anyone I rock with, I endorse them. I endorse Illa. You know what I'm saying? I endorse people who I feel like are just like dope at what they do. You know what I'm saying? But with you being an artist, I'm just trying to connect the dots. I think that's what I'm best at, is being a connector. So it's just another dope creative person to be familiar with. The art, does visual artists connect with other visual artists? Do y'all collaborate? Do y'all come together, or is it like rap?
It needs to be more of it. I real talk, I'm drawn to RV rapidly. I'm drawn to all those events because it's like iron sharpens iron. Like people are ready to like, I don't know, get better and like have some competitive nature in it. I think that happens like kind of secretly with artists. Like they all are trying to, slay each other and be Highlander behind their doors. But I would like to see it more competitive and more outwardly and more expressive. Like just like even thinking about like New York and the origins.
Like an art elite. We need an art elite battle.
I mean, I feel like my brother Rob Gibson's already started that. I see him like pinning up everybody who's like at the battles and like the Road to Supremacy, even like he's drawn those. Yeah. So I might get out there with him. I don't know, but
I can see. I could. What a radio? There they go. We can see an art elite battle. Instead, we got the producer battle while we got the art elite. The artists, the visual arts going at each other. That'd be dope.
I mean, it harkens back to hip hop and scrolling and tagging and stuff. I would love to see more of that. So any way that can happen.
Yo, is your handwriting good?
I would say people say it's pretty good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's decent. I mean, I can be messy and chicken scratch when I want to, but
yeah, I would hope that an artist has good handwriting.
I mean, I know artists who have terrible handwriting. It's it goes both ways, I feel like.
Got you. All right, man. We 37 minutes in. We got to diversify the conversation a little bit. Just kind of, tap around current events and see what's going on. I saw that you was at RVA Fashion Week, and I know that you performed on Tuesday night with the sneaker. It was like the sneaker piece, and you a sneakerhead. Give me just a kind of a recap in regard to like that experience. How was it?
Shout out to Dave Fruit and Jimmy for having me aboard on that, John. You know what I'm saying? I believe that it was a success. It was definitely a success throughout the whole week. Like, them putting on different events at the Hoff. Shout out to Pete. They putting on different events at Jungle Room, Black Irish. Like, it was definitely a success. I think that on the sneaker portion, we need to have more like sneaker vendors on board. You know what I mean? Because it was like maybe one or two, you know what I'm saying, in inclusion with us as well. But besides that, like the performances was love, the showing off the fashion, the walks were love, all the vendors was cool. Like everybody was making money in there. Like, yeah, it was a vibe for real.
Oh, you need to get with my videographer guys. I sent you the he's selling 40. He got $40,000 of sneakers he's selling right now.
For real.
Did I send you the message?
Nah, I ain't get that joint. What size is he?
11.
Yeah,
10 and a half, 11.
I need a 12.
Got you. Yeah. Sam Anderson, Enso Media. He's the biggest shoehead I know. Like, I don't know. I think he said he had about 400 pair of sneakers.
Oh yeah, and
collector. He got his wife basically ran him out of the house. Like he got the sneakers in the office now. He ain't got no room in the house. So if you see me take pictures behind his sneakers,
that's his joint.
That's his sneakers. He got it's crazy, but like yeah, I participated with Mecca and Big Rich and Bobby Fresh. It was Chance Fisher. We did a sneak, I'm not really a sneakerhead. Yeah, I'm not really a sneakerhead. I wear like flip-flops, Converse, Vans, barefoot. You know what I'm saying?
Cozy.
Not really. It's not really, sneakers to me is like athletic wear. Like, and I got some, but I got more shoes, But
I actually got Big Rich involved in these sneaker battles that me and the homies be doing. DJ Dells, he was Max B DJ, you know what I'm saying? Doing sneaker battles on YouTube, and I got Big Rich involved on there. We going.
I saw you with a sneaker. I saw that.
Yeah.
Yo, he was a part of the
showing
panel.
off collections.
Yo, he was really like, he described his sneaker situation as kind of like a sickness, and I don't know if I would look at it that way.
It's an addiction. It is though. Like my lady will tell me all the time, like, yo, don't bring another pair of kicks in here. So I kind of got to back door and sneak my joints in nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
How many pair of shoes you got? How many pair you got?
Shoot, I'm rebuilding my collection, so I'm like in the light hundreds. Like I got rid of a whole lot of different things just because once the Yeezy wave came along and it was all about boosts, that's all I had. So I wasn't really like switching up too many sneakers, but
got you.
Yeah, now I'm back in the wave with everything, like from Dunks to Jordans to New Balance to, you know what I'm saying? Anything, Iversons, whatever you could think of.
Yeah, but back to Fashion Week. I know you performed. Did you have any of your merchandise out there in the event?
Absolutely. Yeah. Not only did we have CDs, but we had the foreign table set up as well. So we had the flags, we had the villains all available.
Oh, okay.
For people, you know what I'm saying?
Dope.
So it was a lovely situation, man. Just being a part of that, selling some pieces. We had the sneakers on display there as well. CDs sold out in a week. We thankful for that. You know what I'm saying? We still do have some bundles left, you know what I mean? But it's under 20. So, you know what I mean? And coming in with the package that we came in and doing that, now we preparing for the vinyls. So, definitely look out for the vinyls. Once the vinyls come in, you already know what time it is.
That's what's up. VeRs, what you got coming? Like, what can we expect? Do we got anything? What are you building on in the next 6 months? Or are you going to let this project breathe a little bit? I know it will say like, let it breathe. Like,
we'll let it breathe, but I mean, it might be a trilogy in the work. I'll just say that much. It might have to be a trilogy in the work. So,
okay.
Triangle offense, all the same players involved.
So we definitely got some more work. I'm not going to say too much. I'm already giving away too much. We definitely got some more work. This is not, what I'm saying, a one and done. Got plenty of stuff on the way.
But as you know, we definitely got a lot of more. We got a lot of visuals coming out. You know what I'm saying? It's not just.
I know they got the visuals.
A hit and run joint. Like that's one thing I don't like about artists nowadays. Like they'll drop a project, you know what I mean, barely promote it, barely market it, then go on to the next project and keep dropping this, that, and the third. Like. Dog, the quantity.
It's microwave music.
Yeah, I understand it. Like, because it keeps you on your streams. If you hurting for money or whatever, like it keeps that rolling in. But what you need to do is create something that's quality so that people will keep it in rotation.
I appreciate hearing you say that.
Merch based around it, had the looks lined up. Like we lined up until February with different things right now. You know what I'm saying? Still working on some other things. So, and then for real, during the COVID, I recorded personally 3 projects. One of the joints was the Maya Reality that came out in January, and IllaVers was the second joint. I got a whole nother joint that I'm kind of going to push off to like maybe fall of next year because I want to do it based with the movie that we're shooting as well. So, you know what I'm saying?
So you shooting a full movie?
Yeah.
You didn't say that. You didn't say that earlier. It's a full movie. We just saw a clip of a full project that you put together.
Yeah. It's done by Al Tariq. You know what I'm saying? He wrote this book called Like Blood. And just based off of that, he felt like I fit a perfect part for one of the characters on there. Of course, we're financing as well. So, welcome to have a plethora of any artists, any creatives, any actors. We're going to be having like castings and all that. So, you know, we're going to get a whole lot of different people involved, different notable people in the city involved as well. Just, you know, do something nice for the city. Like, people always focused on putting on for the city. Like, I feel like the city's already been put on. People know what Richmond is. When you leave Richmond, just the kind of hierarchy that we carry outside of the state, outside the city, like, it's, you know what I'm saying, it's a beautiful thing, like from the D'Angelos to, you know what I'm saying, like the skills, like, you know what I'm saying, on the music vibe. So we was broadcasting from what CNN last year, just off the whole uprising thing, like, you know what I'm saying. So there's been eyes on Richmond, F&F Chop, you know what I'm saying, doing this thing right now. So it's like, yeah, man, like, just watch out. We're gonna have a lot of people involved in it. We're gonna put a dope ass project together with it. You know what I'm saying? As you can see with the visuals, is coming along pretty good. So yeah, just keep an eye out.
Dope. I'm curious, like, what are your? I'm curious, Illa, and I want to know this from everybody, but like, what are your goals? What are your music goals? You put out dope music. You put out dope visuals. You are looked upon as being one of the you know, dopest, you know, lyrical artists in our city. You're a lot of people's artists. You are artist. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate that.
What is it that keeps you? You know, I'm curious what your goals are, but I'm also curious of like what keeps you, like, because you took some time off for a while. You know what I'm saying? So you back, and you seem like you back. Like you talking about you got you put two to three projects together during COVID. Like, you building on something right now.
Like this, you know, like how during COVID a lot of people suffered. You know what I'm saying? We was able to use that time to focus in on things and, you know, put it together to where it's going to elevate us in life in the next stance. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm in it for the generational wealth of it. So it's like, you know, just having that sole ownership. And I'm not looking to get signed by anybody or anything like that. I'm looking to, you know, have investors come along and, you know, endorsements and, you know, things of that nature, just add on to what we already got going on, seeing like, okay, we're able to operate without the help of a major league or a major label or anything like that's involved in it. Be able to operate on that. Just, you know, if we have something that's added on to that, just imagine where we could take it, because we try to take the movie independently to Amazon, you know what I'm saying, having it on there on the Amazon Prime joint. The music, same thing, you know what I'm saying, just having it doing like different touring opportunities and, you know, things of that nature, like just keeping it on the keeping it close to the chest.
Yo, for y'all young folks that I hope that's listening to this interview, and I probably will cut this piece up particularly and intentionally for you to listen to. I'm gonna feed this down y'all's throat, Paul. I want to make sure you catch this though.
I mean, it's hard. I don't mean to interrupt you or whatever. It's hard doing it on the independent level because you're responsible for all of the little things in the business. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm online uploading stuff to BMI. I'm online getting things right with, you know, the back end and everything. Like, you have to have your ledgers right. Like, it's not the easiest thing in the world, but to have that kind of control and to be able to navigate your own situation is a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you what, Illa, though. I talk to a lot of people, whether it's in this realm or other realms, and I think the thing that you do very well, you do this very well, and I knew this, but I'm seeing it right in this moment right now. Like, you speak very well. You know what I'm saying? You communicate very well and very and I don't, when I say simple, I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean that like to the point, like in a way that's easily comprehended.
You gotta be direct. Like, you know, we can talk over each other's heads in private, but sometimes you gotta be direct to the source. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I just think that's a teachable moment for a lot of artists, though. I think that's a major teachable moment for a lot of artists, man, just because there's a lot of artists that rap, but they don't know how to communicate well. And that makes these type of things difficult for them to like convey to their audience or build an audience why people should be invested in them. So I just want to like salute you on that, because I think that in this interview, I've been able to see it even more. I mean, I already knew it, but like, I just feel like it's like got exclamation marks on it right now. You know what I'm saying? Just with how you're communicating. And a lot of artists don't have that skill set. You know, they making rap though.
Yeah,
you know
but those are the artists that are like rappers. They're like, you know, they're writing their raps on records and they're rapping to you. I don't rap. Like, I just talk over instrumentals. Like my rap voice sounds like how I'm talking to you right now.
Your voice is an instrument.
Yeah, because
your voice is an instrument, and you just flow.
Yeah. So it's like certain words have certain enunciations that go together. It sounds like you're rhyming, or, you know what I mean, things of that nature. But at the end of the day, there's content and there's subject matter, and there's, you know, there's a flow, there's a dance that you have to do with a track. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you're listening to a track, you're not just gonna, when you're approaching a lady, you're not just gonna approach her all abruptly, like, you know what I'm saying, all rude. Like, there's a certain finesse that you have to have to it. You know what I'm saying? And that you have to display that. Well, you don't have to do this. You can rap if you want. Like, you know what I mean? You can do whatever you want. Eminem raps, you know what I'm saying? But there's a certain finesse that I have with it. So it comes across as conversational. So when we're having these natural dialogues and whatnot,
I'm gonna come back to you though, because we know that you the Broad Street bully in Virginia. Though we're gonna come back to that because you bully them guys at the rap. I'm gonna come back to that though, because you be bullying in these ciphers. We're gonna come back to that though. Talk about that. All right.
Yo, my bad. I'm gonna go on mute for a second.
Hey, Chris, what's your goals, man? Give me your goal. Hold on a minute. I didn't ask you that, did I?
No, not yet.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Give me your goals.
I want to publish more stories. I want to tell more stories more genuinely. I think a lot of my inspiration even coming to like listening to Illa stuff, listening to the stuff that's coming out of Richmond, is that people are telling their stories and putting it out and owning it. I think that's what I'm focusing more on now. I've done a lot of things.
Greatest.
What?
You're the greatest.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I mean, I've accomplished a lot of goals that I realized this year. Like, I worked with, you know, companies I want to work with, like Marvel, DC Comics, Image Comics, like comics and companies that I grew up listening and reading to. Now I get to make my own stories. So I think that's my focus. And also just teaching what I know and passing it on in art programs that I'm starting to do now. So working more with the youth in the city.
No, I want to work with you too, bro. I'm inspired based off this thing you did with Illa, man. If you can make Illa look like that type of superhero,
it wasn't that hard.
Yo, if you could work with this ugly face over here, boy. If you could work with this face right here,
that's crazy.
If you first look like Marvin Gaye, son.
You gave him the mean. You gave him the mean beard.
You said, I know I can look like Mr. Clean on the next.
Can you give me like half? Can you just give me half of an Illa guy?
We can fluff it out a bit. But no, I also want to do more murals too. I've been doing more mural work the past couple years. Even shout out to Cole Hicks. I painted her in Southside last year.
I saw that. I didn't know you did that. That's dope. Yeah, I saw that.
I get around. Yeah. So that I got a new mural going up at the ICA, which is funny bringing up how me and Illa met. Like, there's a mural going up there too, and it's gonna be part of. Well, I can't say what it's gonna be a part of yet, but they're debuting that on November 5th. So yeah, keeping traction going like that and doing that around the city, I think, is a goal of mine.
Well, yo, your name is buzzing, bro. Your name is buzzing, man. It's buzzing. You know what I'm saying? So just keep doing what you're doing. Illa, who did your mural?
Man, shout out to my man Chris Smart. It's a story behind that joint, right?
Real modest about it. He real modest about it, because I tried to get with Illa one time to do some content around the mural, and he was like, nah.
It's up there. Like, you see me out in the street, I'm good. You know,
I know, but to create content around it would be dope for me.
I feel you, but you know, it's up there for inspirational purposes only. But yeah, my man Chris Smart, right? So we was at the Broadberry for the Flag on the Moon. Shout out to Radio B. You know what I'm saying? And we just killed the set up there. I came out to the motherfucking Bulls entrance with a hockey mask, Supreme, and
Yeah, you killed,
with the belt.
You really killed that performance though. You got on your like you was on your rap, you was on your Drew Hill rapper shit. You came out in the crowd, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, real talk, I had to break up a fight. Like, it was a fight going around, and my shorty was right there. Like, somebody had got shoved all the way to the other side of the room. So I had to step up and calm the situation there or put hands on somebody. I didn't want to do that in the middle of the show. You know what I'm saying? So we calmed that, diffused that real quick. But yeah, after the show, this bull came up to me to cop a CD. This was when I had the Quarter to a Mill out. And, sold it to him, chopped it up, went in for a second, thought nothing of it. Maybe a month or two later, I did a podcast. It was like a comic books and sneakers podcast or something, right? And he was there interviewing, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Chris, shout out to Tyrone. And he just reminded me of the situation, like in his story, the way that he broke it down is captured on that podcast, but he was inspired by that to paint that of me, you know what I'm saying? And I seen it, I was like, yo, that's ill, right? So I was like, yo, would you mind? Because this girl that I know named Casey was looking for a piece on the wall in Southside, Commerce and them. And, he graciously was like, yeah, I would love to take on that piece. You know what I'm saying? So we linked it up and he put it up there.
Hey, for those who don't know, drop the address for folks.
What's it on? It's Commerce and what's that? Maury? Yeah,
Southside.
Yeah,
you're gonna check Illa Styles out.
You know what I'm
saying? You basically gonna get, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna get that quarter to a mil feel. That's what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
You're gonna get that quarter to a mil
vibe feel on there. Like he captured the image of seeing me come out on stage with the mask and the belt, and then he captured like something that's in the same like universe of the quarter to a mil. Because what we call, like, me and my man Lou and D, we call our music like projects, like planets. You know what I'm saying? So like a whole project has to take on its own form. Like, you put that project on and it feels like you living in an experience. You know what I'm saying? So we call it a planet, which is why this IllaVers kind of bridges a whole lot of different, like, this is the whole galaxy of this. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay, I got you.
Boom, he took that picture that's on the quarter to a mil, expanded on it, and added the hockey mask vibes on there. Like, so you got a big joint and a smaller joint for like photos and shit.
Are you performing in Flag on the Moon this year?
I have no idea. Hopefully.
Got you.
Hopefully.
Got
you.
Yeah. Any other performances coming up soon that we can be prepared for to tune into?
I don't know when you airing this right here. I know how you do. I don't know when you air this, but at the end of the month of October 2021, we're gonna be doing a Halloween joint, right? It's the Super Friends and Villains.
Yeah, I'll make sure I have it out and prepared for that.
Oh, bro, I'm coming out there on showmanship mode for real. Like,
I believe it. Yeah,
coming out,
mask on.
Yo, I ain't gonna be a mask for this one, but it's gonna be something crazy. It's gonna be what? Wait till you see how I'm coming out.
Where's this? Where are you doing this at?
At the Hoff on the 29th of October, 2021.
Yo, it was what?
I'm fucking with you.
Yo, man, it's a lot of work, man. One man.
I understand. Now you know I'm fucking with
you. Yo, all right, man. Before we get into our close up, before I go there, I gotta go this though. Illa, man, let's not act like you be Broad Street Beanie Mac bullying on the Cypher battles though. Yo, like, let me just say this. Let me just say this, all right? Let me say this. I had a couple drinks. Now the truth come out. All right. We just recently saw Team Illa versus Team Ed the Realist, and that was enjoyable. You know, it was enjoyable, man. It was fun. It was a good night. But they got it wrong. They got it wrong. Okay. I can't say it on, listen, I can't say this on other people. I can say it, but on Randy Wilson podcast, I'm saying, y'all got it wrong. They got it wrong. Clearly wrong. Like, I mean, well, it ain't they. It was a people.
when it comes to stuff like that, it's
people
always
deep.
based on like, you know, the opinion of the people, and in the opinion of the people who was there in attendance that night, that man and his team won the joint. And you know, for me, I don't really care because I had fun. Like I was introduced to some new MCs. You know what I'm saying? I know I want to get in the lab with Ed too. Got my man 804.
Oh yeah. I heard y'all y'all got something. It hasn't happened yet.
It hasn't happened yet.
Okay.
I have my man 804E on that though, because I feel like he can bang out a beat that'll fit something that, you know, I could get him in my world. Like I don't want to, you know, dive into his world and try to adapt. Like I want to bring him into my joint. Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Let him get loose.
Yeah, that'd be better for sure. I mean, and your respect to it, it's just that, yo, you was like breathing down niggas' throats though. I mean, like, God damn, like,
I'm from Philly though. That's how
like, yo, you was like this close in their face though.
I'm from Philly. That's how we rap, man.
Yo.
I did that to my brothers the last time, man. That's just how we rap. I'm from Philly, man.
Yeah, and yeah, you talk. Yeah, that was man. Big Star killed that one.
Oh yeah,
like, Big Star killed that. That was another one. That was another murder. But I already shared with you some of my comments post rap elite on that one, man. Yo. The body language, some things can be said, or let's say, some things can be said with words, some things can be shown with actions. I seen a lot of different changes with the body language when you hit some of those verses. That's all I'm gonna say. Yo, had me going to the Instagram, like, yo, what did I miss? Like, let me go check out what Illa been doing some research out here before.
Yeah, I mean, anytime I get involved in one of those, like, I always go to people pages. Look, see what's going on, you know what I'm saying? Try to formulate my bars in that way. Cause
that was ugly. That was ugly.
I don't make shit up when I rap. Like I just rap facts. Like, you know what I'm saying? So if I can find some shit that's like, okay, boom, and I can use this, you know what I'm saying, to my advantage, then I do it.
Is there anyone out there that you haven't worked with that you want to work with in the city?
Yeah. Butcher Brown.
Yeah, that'd be dope for sure. Yeah. And he can leave it at that. Don't say anything else. Illa is very much media trained, so he's not gonna give you too much, right? But yeah, Butcher Brown, that would be a great collaboration. I could see you doing that. I could see you with the whole band, the whole setup on the festival vibes.
Just hit me up for a verse. That's all. You know what I'm saying? I ain't asking for too much.
Yeah.
You know?
All right, we're gonna make that happen. All right, let's do this, man. We're gonna close up. I'm gonna ask you guys 5 questions as a collective. Each of you answer. All right, and you just share your perspective. All right. I don't even know what I'm gonna ask. Are we sports fans in here?
Yeah.
Basketball, football.
Yeah.
Basketball.
Good, me too. Basketball. All right. So I'm assuming Illa's a Sixer fan.
Yeah, I'm a Sixer fan. Yeah.
How do you feel about Ben Simmons? What's the situation there? What's your position?
I mean, bruh, like
trade him, keep him. What's the deal?
When he was in the paint under the rim, bro. That's how I feel about Ben Simmons. He passed the ball, bro. That's how I feel.
But what you think you're gonna get something better? He's still a phenomenal player, a great defender.
Man,
what do you want?
Great facilitator.
He just can't shoot. He just ain't a shooter, man.
I mean, I feel like he lost the locker room though. I feel like he lost the respect in the locker room, just from his behavior. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how they're going to gel at this point. I wish we would have kept Jimmy, but I understand at the time, you know, it was a more attractive deal. It's looking like Ben's going to be that next dude. But nah, yo, like,
but hey, when you talk about Ben losing the locker room, but when you talk about Ben losing the locker room,
yeah,
what about Embiid has been injured a significant portion of his career?
But anytime Embiid come out there, he come to play. He don't be bullshitting at all.
All right, cool. Who's y'all squad?
And Philly respect that. Like
I already know
that go hard.
Philly and New York, they're just so biased. Like they don't see nobody other than the Eagles, the Sixers, and the Phillies, and the Knicks and the Giants. You know what I'm saying?
So like the Kansas City Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? He don't like nobody from He like the Kansas City Chiefs, but every other team he like is Philly.
Who's that?
My man Lou Gilly.
Okay. He from Philly? He from Philly?
Yeah, we grew up together. We started rapping together.
I didn't know he from Philly.
Rapped over was Check the Rhyme, Trial Called Quest.
Okay.
I used to do like karaoke.
You talking about the same guy that be with the dreads to be on your tracks? He'll be rapping behind you sometime. He from Philly?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I used to do I
like hey, I ain't gonna lie. I like him.
Yeah, he's dumb nice. So I'm working on this project right now.
Yo, I feel like he is better than I feel like he's good and like I don't know him, but I like him, and I feel like he should be more in the front.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about the push. That's all. You know what I'm saying? Like I got him in a certain pocket where he wants to create right now, so I'm taking advantage of that. And just, you know, we got a solid amount of records now, but you know, we still.
Yo, he got a verse on something I heard recently. It's
Juni.
It's on Junie Mac, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Junie, Mike, and Lou on that joint.
Yeah, I've been listening to that lately.
I kind of orchestrated that because those three brothers are like some of my favorite MCs in the city, like, or just period, for real. Like,
I like
taking the narrative out of the whole city thing, like, because at the end of the day, Richmond is on some national, like, so I'm not even on some like city, like, because I feel like my album better than West Side Gun album. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we're not taking it on some like local. We gotta take that completely out of narrative.
Yeah, bro, nice, man. We need more from him. Oh
yeah, it's coming.
Yeah. Yo, who y'all squads? Basketball squads. Question 1, who y'all squads?
I'm a Wizards fan. I gotta go with, you know what I'm saying?
Damn. I feel bad.
Yo, we made it just as far as the Sixers, yo.
Another
you know
bias moment. I'm ready to look, bro. I'm from North Carolina. I'm a Hornet. I'm a Laker fan first. But I am a Charlotte Hornet fan. That's home. So I'm not mad at the local bias stuff. I get it. But like the Wizards, though, Wizards, I don't know, but the Wizards, man.
So Washington football team and the Wizards. That's what I'm rolling with.
It's been a rough couple of decades.
Yeah. Washington can't even have they can't do no better than just calling themselves the Washington football team. That's just like we need help in DC.
No name, you know what I'm saying? It's hard times. You know what I'm saying? I got
rough, man.
Nats in the Capitals just got a chip. You know what I'm saying? That's my rough too. So that's all I got.
Chris, who you rocking with in the league? Who your squad?
Especially this year, I'm really interested in Brooklyn, and I also think Chicago looks nice too.
Yo, hey, I love the Ball brothers. All right, so if there's a Ball brother in Chicago, I'm gonna be peeping their games. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, Hornets too. They look nice too with Ball.
Yeah, I love the Hornets, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a Hornet fan. That's home.
Mm-hmm.
But when they was the Bobcats, I wasn't rocking with them. I ain't gonna lie. I couldn't get with the Bobcat thing. I couldn't do that. That just wasn't.
It didn't feel right.
I feel like
I'm a fan of the old school Hornets logo.
Yeah.
So as soon as they got rid of it, I was heartbroken.
Yep, me too. Yeah. That's our identity.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that Bobcat thing just wasn't right. And I'm mad in Charlotte, man. The train, they got a train called the Cats. They need to trade that up back to the Hornets. The train, the Cats. I don't get it, man. But anyway, all right. You know, we just doing this for fun, man. I'm gonna do 5 questions. We're gonna run. Like, favorite MC. Who's your favorite MC, Illa?
Today.
I ain't talking about right. I'm not talking about your 90s MC or early 2000s. I'm talking about your favorite modern day new MC.
Oh, my favorite MC, like the most I listen to right now.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm gonna say Stove God Cooks right now. Yeah.
Who? I gotta write this down. Who?
Stove God Cooks. Yeah,
you came with some original stuff that I don't even know. Like I gotta do some research on.
Yeah, check him out, yo. He got a joint called Reasonable Drought. That joint crazy, but his recent work on like different Griselda projects, that's been crazy.
Okay. Yo, I think I told you before, man. Go check out. Did you ever go check out Stogie T?
I may have.
Stogie T got a song with Benny the Butcher, and I did an interview with him.
I did hear that joint.
Yo, check him out, man, because he's accessible, man. I'm telling you now. I can see you two of you on the track, and that would be crazy.
I'm gonna see what's good with it.
He's the lyricist of the year in Africa.
Ooh.
That's ill.
The lyricist of the year. He got a track with Stogie T with Benny, and I've been telling people, you know, I'm gonna tell you this, Illa. When I talk to a lot of Virginia artists, they only focus on what's in their geographic area. So if I say go check out this person and they from somewhere else, they never pay attention. I'm like, you missing it. He's the lyricist of the year in South Africa, because that's really the only place where music is.
That's ill.
Just check him out, man. I can connect you with his manager. Just
he be on the Afro beats vibes?
Nah, that's the thing. Like, yo, like Afro beats and hip hop culture in Africa is like how we look at pop music and hip hop culture in America. They ain't
okay.
Now in Africa, though, like the true authentic hip hop culture of Africa, from their perspective, is not of the native, it's not of the English language, though. So part of what makes him pop is that he can rap his ass off, but he can speak multiple languages, so he can cross over. There's some people in Africa that may look at that like,
so you like a Wyclef Jean?
Nah, yo, he's like a African Nas, though. Like he can rap. It's like there. Like I'm telling you, like it's bar heavy. It just got an accent.
I'm gonna peep it out, see what's good with it.
Check him out, man. Very, very down to earth, cool brother, man. Who you listening to, Verse?
Gotta stay in the Griselda lane, and I would say probably Westside Gun, probably the person I probably listen to the most.
Westside Gun.
If we go with the new age people, that's probably who I go with.
Got you.
Benny, Conway, all of them. That's
probably all them dudes.
Got you. Chris, who you listening to?
Those guys are in my rotation too. I think Tyler, some Toby Nugwe.
Okay.
Theravada just dropped a new joint that I like a lot.
I expected you to be creatively out there with like something different, Chris. I don't know.
That's today. That's today. I mean, one day it's Stevie Wonder, another day it could be some.
You asked hip hop though.
Yeah, you asked hip hop. That's what I'm going.
Like I'm listening to Rennie right now. Like you know what I'm saying? Rennie is hot right now. See?
All right, moving around. Illa, who did that art piece behind you?
I was gonna say I found out about. It's called the Monophonics. They do soul. It's 5 white dudes from San Francisco.
What?
I need to peep that out.
Monophonics.
We gonna use some shit from them. Yeah, Monophonics. If I'm not
okay.
I'm on fire, yo. Like it sound like I honestly had to do the research. I was like, I know this is now, but it sound like then. So this is fire. Some
okay. Hey, yo, I'll be taking notes, yo. I'll be taking notes. I'm there with you.
Real talk, that's what I be into too. Like I don't really listen to too much rap because I don't want to get influenced by rap. You know what I'm saying? So I listened to, we was riding around to the Roy Ayers on there, like we was riding around to different things, bro. Creating these joints. That's why it don't sound like nothing else.
Monophonics.
I'm pretty sure that I was looking them up this morning. I'm pretty sure that's it. But they from San Francisco. 5 white dudes, they got soul on lock.
All right, I got you.
It's called It's Only Us.
Yeah, It's Only Us. That's the one I'm gonna flip. We give it too much, but yo.
Nah. Go ahead and scrub the tape, Scrub the tape.
All right. I got 3 more.
That song is fire.
3 more questions. Yo, who do y'all think? I know y'all all borderline married up, probably. I don't know, but who's the baddest chick in the game right now, y'all think? And I ain't talking about bars. I'm talking about like the celebrity crush chick. Who do y'all think is just killing the game right now?
I go first. My crush and my wife over there, she probably listening. It's Mary J. Blige. It's an easy layup. Mary J. Blige. Everybody.
Man. Your wife know she know you doing that just for the gram. Listen, I'm talking about honestly.
I'm saying I'm honestly like Mary J. Blige, like not just like looks or nothing, like the embodiment of her career and like what she's accomplished. Like I gotta give.
I'm not talking about. I'm only talking looks. So like I'm being straight.
Mary's still killing them. Oh. 50 years old plus, she's still killing them. So she the whole time.
Yo, she did post some mean pictures.
Yo, how old is Verse, man? He got to be 50 over here talking about Mary J. Blige,
yo. He likes a seasoned woman, man. Let that man breathe, man.
Yo, man, he got Lowry's, Pepper, Curry all over that.
Look, I'm not about this. Look, I'm just out here shouting out Mary. I just gotta give her some love. If we're gonna go with the celebrity crush, I gotta give her some love.
All right, I ain't mad at you. Who you got, Chris? Who you got?
Dude, I mean, I was gonna follow in versus lane, be like my divine partner, but I would say I really like, you know what? I'm going to still be in versus lane. Janelle Monáe, I think, is really awesome. She's tapping into music. She's bringing a whole new vibe with that, but also doing movies, television. Yeah, Janelle.
Yeah, y'all listen, Illa, I said it before the show, we had this is like sophisticated rap. But you got these sophisticated Hampton brothers. Like, I'm looking for someone to say sweetie, man. I'm looking for someone to say sweet.
I love Janelle Monáe and Mary J. Blige. But
I'm gonna say sweetie mine. But who you got, Illa? Illa, don't do this to me, man. Don't.
Mine is a classic as well, sir. You know what I'm saying? But it's a modern day classic. I'm going with Ashanti. It's been Ashanti through and throughout, you know what I'm saying? And she's aged timelessly, you know what I mean? She seemed like the homegirl next door, you know what I'm saying? You could smoke a blunt with her and put her on her butt.
Yo, that dress she had on for the verses.
Yeah.
That was serious, man.
Yo, anything she throws on any time of the day, she's gonna win. You know what I'm saying?
I will say though, for the new school, young, youthful, you know what I'm saying? That I don't know how to, that's why I said before the show, IllaVers, I had to make sure because I be messing words up like bad. But like, I don't want to mess her name up. Beyonce found those girls. Is it Chloe
Bailey?
What is it? I don't know. I'm saying it wrong. Who?
Chloe Bailey?
Chloe. Yeah, see, I said Chloe. See, I was a butcher. Chloe, though.
Yeah, hey, man. I don't know, for me, it's like a cutoff age too. You know what I'm saying? Because once it gets to a certain spot, it's like, nah, you just too young. Son.
I mean, me too, but I feel like she's much. She's like trying to be grown. So,
hey,
she grown now, though, man. It's like look, she's 24 or something. So I don't know.
Oh, she a dub? I thought she was like a dub. Like I feel like she freshly like 20 or 21. Son.
Nah, she older than that. I did some research. I'm pretty sure. I think I'm pretty sure. But we can move on. We can move on though.
Yeah.
2 more questions here. Oh, maybe 1. I don't know. Shed light on somebody. So what I'd like you to do, Illa. This is the last question. Illa, I would like you to shed light on a young MC that you feel like is like pivotally making his mark, her mark, like someone that we need to pay attention to. I think your boy Lou is one of those people like, yo, we need to pay attention. Same thing, Verse. I want you to shine light on a young producer that you feel like is like someone that we need to pay attention to. And Chris, I want you to do the same thing. I want you to shed a light on a young artist, maybe someone you've seen come up through 180 or something that we need to pay attention to. So if y'all can just do that.
Oh, okay.
I'm taking notes because I might need to,
I might cheat and give you a couple real talk, but Silly Genius here in Richmond is killing it.
Yeah.
Nod the Nomad is killing it. Everybody he rolls with pretty much is killing it. And some of my students shouting them out too. Like you got Nemo, the Mighty Nemo. He goes as Mighty Nemo on Instagram. Angel Shepherdson, Monet. I listed all of them in my Instagram. You can follow their accounts. Like they're hungry, and I feel like, especially representing Richmond, is good just to pour into them and like see what they're doing and catch it early while they're before they pop off. Brianna, they're at Fresh at VCU. I could keep going, but yeah, Richmond scene I think is really powerful, especially in the visual realm. Probably doesn't. I feel like it gets slept on a little bit, but people are coming up and they're making moves, and a lot of people end up moving out of Richmond. You got like Richie Pope, he's in LA. You got Chris Kendrick up in New York. Weston, he goes on Professor West on IG. Like I try to shout them out in my stories all the time, but I think a lot of those cats, Shannon Wright, I could go on.
Yo, man, I try to write in chicken scratch. My language, I can't write as good as you, but if you can share any of those people with me in my DMs, just so I can write people. I appreciate that, man. And Absolutely. Thank you for shedding light on. That's a dope thing about Illa. Like what you've done here, Illa, for us, you know what I'm saying? Like bringing all of us together. in a conversation just maximizes the opportunity for people to hear this great conversation, man. This has been a great conversation. So I really appreciate that. Appreciate that.
And we're all like dominant in our own space creatively, art-wise. You know,
say that again.
I said we're all dominant in our own space creatively, art-wise as well. You know what I'm saying? You through the podcast, Chris through the illustrations, Verse through the production, me through, you know what I mean, the verbs.
Yeah.
So
yeah, man. And you're a very humble spirit in your own right, though, because like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm happy with doing this. This is great. This is the more the merrier for me, you know what I'm saying? But like, I appreciate you kind of like coming into it and being like, yo, like branching out. Like I've been trying to get an interview with you for like 80 episodes.
But you know, it makes sense in this aspect too, because we're all in different locations. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like me on you one-on-one, we still got to do that. I want the shoe cases in the back and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Vibes. But being that we're all in different locations of the world, just it makes more sense. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. Chris, where you at?
I'm in Richmond right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Verse, you in DC, you in Maryland, right?
Yeah.
Got you. Okay. Yeah, we can make it all happen, man. Dope, man. I just appreciate the stewardship, man. That's really dope, man. That's real. I don't expect anything less, though. I really don't. You know what I'm saying?
My brothers.
Cameron over there. Yo, Verse, shed a light on a young producer, man, that we need to pay attention to.
All right, no doubt. He's not really too young. He's doing his thing for a while, but I gotta put y'all on the Fiend. That's one of my homies that I came up with. But if you look him up at Fiend Music, he's been doing his thing.
Spell that. See, that could be a P, that could be an F.
That's right. You're right. I'm glad you said that. P-H-E-E-N. Fiend.
I can't keep up, man. P-H-E-N?
E-E-N.
M as in Mary.
Oh, okay. Black people, man, we just be making the way. You know, we be doing a lot. So I appreciate that, man. We're gonna go check him out. And you said he ain't new. He's been doing his thing,
you know what I'm saying? Been doing his thing alongside me, doing his own separate projects. He just did a video with Kenilworth Katrina out of DC, and they was shot it in Dubai. The video is crazy, so check that out. Sometimes, but nah, he's been doing his thing, and he's been winning beat battles, all types of stuff. Check him out.
Okay, I'm on it, man. Like I said, I got my notes here. Appreciate it. Illa, who we shedding light on, man?
Man, today I want to shed light on my young boy, Skinny V. You know what I'm saying? He used to go by Sega Spicoli. He's on the Quarter to a Mill joint, track 3, I believe. You know what I'm saying? He sparks it off, but he's going by Skinny V. He's in the camp with Flexico. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So his sound, he's starting to develop into a new sound that I've been privileged to listen to. You know what I'm saying? And it's something totally different. It's on a whole nother vibe, kind of West Coast.
I know you're talking about.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like he's poised to have an exciting year. You know what I mean? Once everything is solidified, the visuals is right, the music is there, it's knocking. You know what I'm saying? I also want to give a shout out to PT Bell. He got a 2-piece project coming out as well. You know what I'm saying? Called Aviation. So it's just Smith Knight. I love what Smith Knight is developing into. He's his live show is next level now too. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of, man. I know a lot of people. I don't want anybody to feel slighted or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? But watch out for everybody that got things going on, man. My man Henny Low. You know what I'm saying? Me and Henny Low, we gonna put together this show coming up soon, hopefully in December. I think that's when my next availability is. So watch out for Henny Low. He got joints coming through.
Henny's nice.
Dope, man. You dropped some names, man. I know one thing, yo. PT Bell love you, bro.
And Skinny V got the same birthday too. They're my little bros.
Yo, I know PT Bell gonna watch this interview all the way through, man. He always shows mad love to you and Junie Mac. And
this little bro.
I think Junie Mac might have that project. Like this Junie Mac project dropped at 21. Is that right?
Yeah, it dropped in May on his birthday.
Yeah, Junie Mac's project is that project. for me, that project is one of the better projects of the year.
Absolutely. He definitely got top 3 album of the year.
Yeah, me and Hero RVA do we're gonna do a year-end review of different projects from the year. So like he's definitely in the conversation.
Top three album of the year. I'm trying to think like who really dropped this year. You know what I'm saying? Because IllaVers the #1 album of the year at the end of the day. Then Junie Jones. I gotta fuck with my brother. But I'm trying to think who else dropped some heat this year, bro.
I'm coming back. I'm gonna come back on. Like I said, I will definitely say that Quarter to a Mill 2019 was probably that project. For me, I could easily say for me it was that project of the year. But I've only listened to IllaVers one time through. That's honest. I need to listen to it like 10 times, 20. I got to get in the car and drive down and back to see my mom and them, then come back. And I got a feeling that I'm gonna change I'm gonna be like, okay, it's there. I know that's gonna happen, but
when you hear,
I gotta get in the car.
At the end of the day, to be in competition with yourself is a blessing, yo.
Yeah, it is a good thing, man. Like I'm just old school like that, and I know I'm beginning to think it's not good anymore. I ain't gonna lie, like people making me feel like I'm late because I don't.
That's why we have those for you, like, you know what I mean? My man Chris, shout out to Chris, you know what I'm saying? He old school too. You gotta have the disc. I made sure like
you gotta hear it in the car, man. It ain't the same. It ain't in the car, it's different. Like if I listen to music in the house and I'm vacuuming and washing clothes and working out, but when I'm in the car, it's just different. Or if I'm in the gym.
Right.
But I was listening to yours in the gym today. I was in there, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna lie. Right now, Quarter to the Mill, that's my one right now. I'll let you know later on, you know what I'm saying? But I think I've had so many experiences with that one in different ways. Yeah. Like when you perform some of those old tracks last month at Rap Elite, it's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You dropped a single, you dropped a new video, you know what I'm saying? The new video for the new IllaVers project, and that's dope. Don't get me wrong. You at the Bella, you at the Bella Italian. It's dope.
All the places that we, you know what I mean, frequent business at, you know what I'm saying?
It's dope. It's dope. But that's the only visual I got so far. And so until I get more, I can't compare them.
You gotta have more experiences with it, for sure. Yeah, I'm just looking at it on a sonic wave. You know what I'm saying? Like Quarter Till is more so like it's the pianos, it's the bass lines, it's the off-kilter drums.
That shit gangster. That's what I wanted though. That Quarter to the Mill is what we want.
The IllaVers is the congos, it's the guitars. It's not a lot of pianos in there. It's the vocal chops placed strategically so it sounds like ghostly in the background. It's the pockets chosen. It's the whole overall vibe of it. Like
he in his art bag right now, yo. He in his art bag.
It's a different thing. Like it's a whole experience thing. Like, you know what I mean? Quarters is like it's a hustler handbook. You know what I'm saying? You listen to that, you get some street knowledge, you get some rules, you get some experiences, some real life experiences, whether it be firsthand, whether it be secondhand, whether it be word of mouth. You know what I'm saying? All Richmond stories.
I gotta drink wine to that one. Is that what you're saying? I gotta drink wine in that one, right?
Shit, nah. Hey, man. I would drink wine to anything now. You know what I'm saying? Like I would always encourage that. Make sure it's a good one. I'm never going to shout.
I look forward to getting into it. I've listened to it through, but
it's the sonics. It's the when you have your headphones on. It's the way the sonics bounce off each other on the ears. It's the drive of it. It's the
shout out to you, VeRs. Shout out to you, VeRs, because you put it together, bro.
He set the bar high. Like it was like he always gives me the shout out, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm the intimidating one, but like I had to listen to that first. Like I gotta come harder, like we gotta progress. So like he set the bar high. And I feel you, like that's Quarter to a Mill, that's
yeah. Yo, as I'm saying this, I'm speaking ignorant because I've only listened to it one time and I'm really like I really listen to music, you know, so like you can't have an opinion on the song one time through.
under this post talking about, I guarantee you there's gonna be at least 2 people under this post talking about, yo, you only listen to it once. What the fuck's wrong with you?
I can't exactly
in rotation. Like I had to hear it 3 times off rip.
Yeah, I can't. That's what I'm saying. I know I can't talk.
It's gonna be at your head top.
I can't talk about it because I was supposed to get the physical copy. I think it was last weekend. I was on my bicycle coming back from Charles City, and it was dark. All right, I got caught up on my bicycle. this is a real story though.
Real.
He told me I could meet him at Chilele, and then he was going, and I didn't get back till late, so it's on me. But this is a real story. Like I really ride a bicycle. That's just what it. I got caught up late, but I'm gonna get it because then I can really listen to it, and I got to drive. Look, I can get with you. I can get with you this week, man. You let me know. Definitely this week.
Downtown tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So if that's
we're gonna make it happen. We can make it happen.
Yeah.
That's my word.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, y'all. Look, this is episode 85 of the Randy Wilson podcast. I appreciate you guys rocking with me. Get in the comments on this one. Like, engage with us. Let us know what you think. You know what I'm saying? Is it $250,000? Or is it IllaVers? You know what I'm saying? I'm messing with y'all, but nah, man. Appreciate Chris, Verse, Illa. Appreciate you all for being on the show. Tell somebody to tell somebody. You know what I'm saying? Virginia's #1 podcast for hip hop culture and intentional content. And should we stay podcast or should we go radio? That's something I'm curious about y'all's perspective on because I'm entertaining those conversations now. I don't know if I got time for a commercial because when I get into the conversation with brothers, like, I don't know if I want to stop. So like, y'all give me y'all's thoughts. Should we go radio or should we stay podcast? But appreciate you guys for jumping on here.
Thanks for having us.
You already know. And I say, why not both platforms? Get all the bags.
Yeah. Thinking about it, man. It's the time, man. It's the time, man. More information coming soon, man. I'm about to partner up with the good bro Cheats, man. We getting ready to do. He got the network coming, so we about to merge podcasts under a network and bring, start just throwing stuff out there real fast, man. Cheats is definitely doing some work right now, putting the production together so we can like figure out a way to mass distribute content. So like,
proud of that, man.
I got to do that so I can get content out faster because Illa got something coming out into October, and if I don't find a way to get it out, it'll be December before it get out. So,
last thing, Cheats is the reason for $250,000.
What do you mean by that?
Because every time I would be out seeing Cheats, he was like, "Yo, man, you got a story." You got this Richmond story that I just want to hear. You got the story, bro. Tell us the story. And I was like, all right, I got you. And that's the $250,000 shit right there.
But I believe that, man, because every artist, I know a lot of dope MCs that'll say like, yo, Illa was the battery that helped me understand. Like when Verse said you was the most organized, I'm not surprised really, because like I've heard so many artists say that even before you got to Hampton, you know what I'm saying, how you basically taught them how to like get in the booth, put a 16 together. You taught them, I don't know, you kind of was before your time, I guess. And by default though, because like you seemed like you was more instrumental, you were so instrumental in contributing to other people that then you took a break.
Yeah, at the end of the day, you don't necessarily always have to be in front of the camera in order to, make a production work. And like the great Nipsey said, you know what I'm saying, to inspire and to influence someone is the highest form. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the greatest gift. Like, because it's not just you solo, a singular entity that's leaving on. It's you leaving impression, you leaving energy footprints on others that are able to do, you know what I'm saying, whatever they choose to do in life, whether it be great things or, whether they just had an experience.
Yeah.
So that's just the way that I look at it. Like try to have those good experiences and transfer good energy.
Yo, but appreciate this, man. This was an experience for sure. And glad to meet you, Verse. You know what I'm saying? Glad to really be able to rap with you, Chris. Definitely looking to connect with you both. I got 16 coming for you, Verse. So let me know. It's gonna be a battle rap against Illa. And Chris, man, you know what I'm saying? I love to connect with you. Chris, you looked up like I was crazy just now. Like I saw your eyes rise like I was snapping. You know what I'm saying?
I'm about to research your whole life. Hold on.
No, I'm good, bro. I'm good. Like Illa, I don't really.
You don't want to get breathed on.
I'm good, bro. I'm good, man. I see you holding. I see the villain and you holding that skull behind you right now. I'm good, man. I don't want no problems. I don't want no problems, man. But I do want to connect with you, Chris, man, on some art for sure, though.
Yeah.
Episode 85, Randy Wilson Podcast. Hit that subscribe button. We out. Peace.